Hello everybody, T4 here, also known as Cyberwolf087, and I have a personal guest of mine named Chris, who plays the character Pernaby in this video. This is the episode T4 Analyzes, Tiny Toon's One Beer episode, uploaded on March 13th, 2012. They're tiny, they're toony, and we're totally wasted. Nah, we're just kidding. There's a lot of interesting information regarding the production of this episode. For example, how we've actually first met. We first met at a local anime meeting in our local library, and I remember showcasing him, some of the random videos that we did. That I did, exactly. And I believe you were interested in partaking in it?
Yeah.
And from there, this video in particular has been in my mind for like a year or two, and the problem I had was how I was going to execute it. Was I going to do it, solo? Was I going to have somebody, help me to do the video? And if I would try to do it, with somebody, the problem is, trying to find the person to do the commentary. Well, to do the episode in particular. So I figured that, Chris could help me out, so I asked him. He was more than happy to. Now, around the start of production of the episode, we've...
He punched me in the face. Now, you'd be surprised how hard it was to make that scene. Like, I'm going to cut you off there.
Yeah.
Like, maybe pause the vid.
No,
we can cut out that part. Continue. We actually, to get that to sound right, I don't know why it was so hard. It took us like
40 takes.
Yes, it took about that many takes to get that right. That part to sound right. It sounded too fake, and then finally got it right, and the computer crashed. We lost everything we worked on that we hadn't saved. And then we tried about 20 more times, and then we gave up and just stuck with what we got.
Pretty much.
It was essentially... Don't we have the outtakes? I'm hoping we have the outtakes.
I assume that they were deleted when we tried to save it, and all that progress we made was just gone somewhere. I'm not entirely sure, though. I might have to look into that.
If we find it, we will play it at the end for you fellow people. And if we do not, we'll play something equivalently awesome.
I don't know why. I don't know why we thought of the double putty joke. It was just came out of nowhere. Just went with that.
Hey, that was your thing.
And this is your part right here, where you talk about the particular episode, because I was too busy screaming like a banshee.
Yeah.
Now, our thoughts on the episode in a nutshell is simply this: we don't hate the episode. It's that there's just some questionable, moments in that episode where it just makes you think. And I read over the comments about it, and I can understand, the producer's take on it. But it's just very unusual for a Tiny Toons episode. Like, it was really out of place. It's like you're watching one of those Flash cartoons on the web.
But isn't this a commentary about our commentary?
Exactly. Now, here's something surprising to me. I'm surprised nobody got the crown. It's supposed to be Princess Bubblegum's crown from Adventure Time. Not one person pointed it out. And I was like, oh, that's real sad. I drew that for nothing.
I was a princess for only a minute. Pervert.
Hey,
no,
a guy can dream.
Wait, you're worse. You're a furry pervert.
No,
I
was like,
wait. This part. This was wonderful.
This picture.
Pause it there.
God.
Pause
No,
it right there. No, that actual. Well, the actual. That video was pure luck. We had taken a break, watched some old Mario videos that I had never seen, and it was wonderful. We found that.
We paused at the right moment.
It was perfect. If we had not both been together, we would have not thought of that combination. Same with that scene right there from Happy Tree Friends?
Yes, Happy Tree Friends.
That was perfect coincidence that worked out in the end greatly. It's one of those, if you don't have that person that has the same mind sync, you're not gonna have the same results. Sometimes you need a group to come up with a good idea.
Yeah. It's probably one of the very few group collaborations on my channel that I ever did so far. Usually I usually make production videos with Junior Fan. There's a few other people. From the top of my head, it's Junior Fan usually. And there was another remark about the episode that we were going to do. Originally, this was a text review on an old forum website that I recently went back to, but I stopped doing it once in a while. And I remember that I think what I remember about this episode by far was I remember the challenges of this video was the humor. We tried to find the right humor for this particular episode. Have you made it any... Stop it! Have you added any jokes for this particular episode?
I'm sorry, I was distracted by the news.
Then stop it!
No, like, seriously, like, with this being, like, the first episode I've ever done for YouTube, I feel I'm an amateur. Like, I can see it. Like, there's parts of this I like, those little shining moments, and then there's the parts that feel kind of like,
somebody needs to turn that to a Flash game. That would make my day.
Looney Tunes Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
Try it. There's someone who would try it.
Definitely.
Oh god, but don't greenlight it for Steam. Put some good stuff on there. Oh god, the humanity.
You fit it right where I was having that oh my god face.
Yes. Well, but, like, with the actual episode and the commentary together, I think there are some parts that were perfectly fine. The cartoon, they still stuck with their good animation style. They still made a good episodes. There were just parts that were kind of like...
questionable. Very questionable. Leaving reality, I'm like, wait.
No, that's where I disagree. Like, for me, it's just there were parts where it's like, it's for kids. It's not gonna make sense. Like, they're not gonna get it. So, why put it there? Like, why put it out to the audience? I mean, today you got Adventure Time with, like, this is where you can insert a clip of the destruction, the depravity. But with Adventure Time, they've got, you can do that.
A lot of subtle adult humor.
Yeah, you got adults, teenagers, and kids watching. But a show like that, pretty much it was just kids. There's teenagers that'll watch it again now, but pretty much it was just kids. Now, they weren't going to get that. Why do it at all if the message wasn't going to get that out there? But as for the commentary, it was a shining example of nuclear... I don't know where I'm
Flashy! Wee!
Nah, but with the commentary, there were good parts, and then there were parts that made me go, oh, cringe. Kind of like watching that... the episode that, what was it, Spartan High School style?
It's a video that we can go over in the next few months.
We'll be going over Spartan High School style in the future, but it made me cringe nearly as bad as watching that. There were parts that I wish that I had personally done better, or had come up with something more witty.
Now, for people curious about the character Burnaby, it will actually be answered in a future episode where it'll involve a major storyline revolving around T4. And there will possibly be another introduction to a new character, but these characters aren't going to overshadow, the character T4. They're just going to be, part of the main cast. And I just go over how convoluting this whole episode was regarding the plot structure. And I'm like, wait, they took off the costume? Wait, what? I think this is the most fluent I've done by far. The last one was the Moonwalker review for the Genesis, where I shot a gun and I told Bugs to shut up. No, Buster, my bad. So much for my Warner Brothers sense of knowledge. It's still weird. I'm looking at, anthropomorphic children drinking alcohol. It's just weird to look at. It's like one of those public service announcements clips you would find. It was good old Mickey Mouse.
Okay, I still like that one. Like, where did you find that you mad face right in there, right there?
The Donkey Kong one or that one?
That one right there.
I found it through watching old Mickey Mouse clips, and I remember I think it's the third Mickey Mouse short that was produced in 1928.
Nice.
And I'm like, I'll never look at it the same way again.
Sad T4.
This is me when I had to go through algebra.
Oh God, I feel your pain. Like seriously, algebra people, you have to do it, but you will hate it. You know, why did you leave the bondage tape on my mouth?
That's duct tape.
No, that's bondage tape.
It's duct tape.
You beat me senselessly. You made me wear tape on my face. It's a ball gag and duct tape form.
You could have took it off.
Nah, but I do hope to do episodes in the future. Like there's some good potential. Now, this is Chris and T4.
Saying have a nice day, everybody. Bye.